Welcome back to Brothers Comics. I'm Nick, and today we're going to be talking about Free Comic Book Day 2021. This is the 20-year anniversary for Free Comic Book Day. Now, if you don't know what Free Comic Book Day, it is an event to basically bring people from the community to hopefully try to grow this community a little bit. It is a yearly thing. Obviously, last year with COVID, things like that, things got a little crazy. And normally it's in May, but this year it got postponed to August 14th. Now, what's fantastic about Free Comic Book Day is your local comic shop, they go out, they spend their money. It still costs them per issue on the comic shop, so plus shipping. So don't think your comic shop isn't, they're not getting this stuff for free. There's still cost per issue. So thank your local comic shop owner. Thank them for putting on this event because it does cost them some money. And it can add up pretty quickly depending on their order size. But the goal is to bring the community together, have an event, bring that comic community together, and it's a fantastic thing. And every year there are, as I scroll down here, there are gold and silver comics. So these different levels, they will provide a certain number of copies and things like that for comic shops to be able to buy. Obviously they're going to be losing out their cash on this because they're not charging a ton, if anything at all, to have these things printed or things like that. But what we're going to do in this video is we're going to take a look at all of the comic books that are listed in the silver and gold comic book tier, so you have an idea of everything that's going to be available, as well as look at some of the merchandise that if your local comic shop has participated, that should also be available as well. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to check out the gold comics. Now, there are a ton of gold comics, and I'm only going to click on and kind of go in depth on the ones that I'm super excited about. So first we have RG Past and Present Future Fun, and then Assassin's Creed, Blade Runner, Critical Role. I believe this is part of the Witcher universe. Those don't super interest me at all. If they do you, that's fantastic. They're just not me. The first one that really gets me excited, and we talked about this previously, is James Tynion's Enter the House of Slaughter. And if you've been reading this series, you know exactly what this is going to be about now. Now that we have a little bit more on the origin, starting in like issue 16 of Something's Killing Children, but then also we're getting that spin-off series. So this is fantastic. This is one I know a lot of people are going to be interested in picking up. So try to get there, get you a free copy, and hopefully people won't be there grabbing 30, 40, 50 copies to try to flip online, because this is Free Comic Book Day, and it's supposed to be about growing the community, things like that, not necessarily flipping comic books. Next, we're going to see Investigators, again, kid-friendly. Lady Mechanica, doesn't really interest me, but that's fine. And then we have Avengers Hulk #1. So let's pop this open and see, because I'm intrigued by this. So this is written by Donny Cates. We know Donny Cates is taking over the Hulk run from Al Ewing, and then Jason Aaron's also going to be a part of this because, well, he's writing Avengers currently. And it says, in a land beyond time, a shining tower stands, deploying its operatives across the multiverse to hold against the encroaching darkness. Who is the mysterious Avenger Prime, and how his event impact on the past, present, and future, and the very future of the Mighty Avengers, exclusive original material. So this is very interesting. Avenger Prime, okay. The best thing about this book is going to be Ryan Reilly's art, for sure, but it makes you wonder if Avengers Prime, maybe they're doing some type of Noel stuff, because we know Donnie likes to create a massive big bad. He's good at that. So we'll see. Next, Star Wars The High Republic Adventures. Again, more kid-based book there. We Live. This is going to be another one a lot of people are going to be going after to try to flip and get multiple copies and things like that. So if this is something you're interested in, try to get there and get you your free copy so that you can get a chance to read it and not have to pay flipper prices for a free comic book. So if you've been reading this, a lot of people have been loving it. I've not jumped into the world of We Live yet. But I know I hear a ton of really positive things about it. And then I believe these are a couple of more kid-geared books with Who Sparked Montgomery Bus Boycott, and then Bucket List and Demon Slayer. Oh, snap. So they're bringing manga into this. So Demon Slayer, wow. Okay. So I believe, yeah, that looks like the... Yeah, this is exactly what they're doing. They are bringing manga into the free comic book world. It's not the first time they've done it. They've done this a few times before. Viz Comics does distribute stuff through Diamond, so you can pick up manga and things like that. But very interesting. I suspect people will be after that one too, but I haven't heard enough about it to know. But the way manga's selling right now, I'm sure people will be after that. All right, and now we'll talk through all the silver tiered comic books. So we have 10 Tons of Fun Preview, Judge Dredd, The Bailey School Kids, Allergic, Legend of Korra, Black Cal Exit, Bountiful Garden #1, that seems interesting. Dungeon is Back, Fun Girl Tales of a Grown-Up Nothing, okay. Gloomhaven Hole in the Wall one-shot, all right. R.L. Stine Just Beyond, okay. Kyle's Little Sister, again, a lot of kid-friendly books. The Last Kids on Earth. This is actually interesting to me that this one is only a silver. It is a Marvel Silver Spider-Man Venom #1. Free Comic Book Day is the perfect chance to dive deep into the Marvel Universe with new stories and exciting adventures alongside some of Marvel's most acclaimed creators. And this year, Marvel brings you the boldest stories yet. So this is the Spider-Man and Venom featuring Al Ewing and Ram V, art by Brian Hitch. So that'll be interesting, and again, I think one people are going to be going after. Okay, and then on Tyranny, some Oni Press stuff there with a couple of mixed stories. Guide to collecting comics from Overstreet. Let's see, Red Room. People are loving Red Room. I can't get behind it because of how it's pretty grotesque. Really shy. So that's Kodansha Comics. They are a manga publisher. So that's coming. Resistance Uprising, AWA. School for Extraterrestrial Girls. Okay, again, a lot of this stuff is again going to be kid based. Smurf Tales, Solo Leveling, I believe that's another manga publisher. Sonic the Hedgehog, Captain Harlock, some more Star Wars High Republic. People are going to be going after that one, I think, because anything Star Wars, as well as Stray Dogs, Street Fighter Back to School. That's interesting. The Boys, and then we have The Tick, Trailer Park Boys. I know Dustin's pumped about that one. Tracy, I think I'm pronouncing that close. Unfinished Corner, Valiant Uprising, Vampire the Masquerade, Vampirella, White Ash, and World of Zorro. So really there's only a handful that even remotely with Into the House of Slaughter, the Spider-Man book, the Hulk book, and then I may pick up the Demon Slayer one. I've been doing a lot of reading of manga, so that interests me a little bit. So let's jump into and see what DC is doing for Free Comic Book Day. It is not going to be on that Previews World site because that's run by Diamond Distributors. And guess who's not distributing comics for DC anymore? That's Diamond. But what we're going to do now, let's go through, look at all of these real quick. So we have, you guessed it, another Batman title, Suicide Squad King Shark. And that includes a first look at Suicide Squad Get Joker. That'd be pretty interesting. Beast Boy and Raven. Again, kid geared book. Okay, Batman, Robin, and Howard. Amethyst. So a lot of these, yeah. And that's basically it. So they're only doing a few things this year from what it looks like. We'll see. None of that really seems super intriguing to me. I think people will probably pick up Batman and King Shark. So if that's something you're interested in, maybe try to get there early for that. Now let's take a look at some of the quote-unquote exclusive merchandise for Free Comic Book Day. It's going to be just a few things, but one of those does interest me quite a bit. It's limited to 3,600. It is this TMNT comic book black and white turtle set. So if you don't know, TMNT was originally drawn in black and white. They all had the red headbands. So that's kind of how they originally looked. So that's pretty neat there. I wonder if they're going to put the turtle tail on now. And then you're going to get some exclusive Lego figures here, if that's something you're interested in. Little figurines from G.I. Joe, a Power Rangers, basically, I think it's a pin. So yeah, interesting. And then you have the Spider-Verse pins. So, you have Miles, Spider-Gwen, Peter Parker, and then you have Peter Porker. And then there's also some Spider-Man HeroClix figures. I'm not sure about that. Apparently there's no images available for that. But that's what's available right now. These are the exclusive figures. So this is everything you need to know about Free Comic Book Day. Again, try to get there early just so you can get the books you want to. Thank your local comic shop for doing this for you, because it does cost something to them. It is not free for them to bring in all these books. And guys, enjoy it, man. This is what it's all about, bringing the community together at the local comic shop. You are the best part of Two Brothers Comics, and as always, collect your way.